pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we have an agenda. Would anybody like to adopt it?
I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Review and approval of March's minutes. Any motions?
I'll make the motion to approve March 18th minutes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. All right, on to the meat and potatoes. Public hearing for amendments to City Code Chapter 98, zoning ordinance, Article 4.4.10, vehicle sales and service, Article 4.6.7, car washes to change the orientation requirements for service bay doors, open parent openings, closed parent. Lady, take it away.
Good evening. Yes, so just as a quick reminder, tonight this is the zoning text amendment for section 98-4.6.7. The applicant did request an amendment to this section. It would address the orientation of bay doors within the city's entrance corridors and then the adjacent residential districts. And the ordinance does address bay doors in two places, 98-4.6.7, which is the car wash section, and then also 98-4.4.10, vehicle sales and service. And as staff mentioned last time, we would like to keep both of these sections consistent. During the March Planning Commission meeting, there was concern expressed regarding the negative impacts that those bay doors may have on adjacent residential uses, and directed staff to look into addressing those concerns, and it was tabled to tonight's meeting. Staff has revised the ordinance based on feedback heard from the commissioners and also discussions with the applicant. So the current ordinance says, and this is specifically the sentence referring to bay doors, that all service bay doors openings shall face away from adjacent residential uses and from corridors designated in section 98-3.3.2.b. The revised ordinance, as proposed, states that bay doors openings shall not face residential uses on adjoining parcels and shall face the direction having the least negative impact on corridors designated in section 98-3.3.2.b. The site review team shall make the final decision determining orientation. An additional screening deemed necessary by the zoning administrator to protect the views from adjacent properties may be required. So the main change between this month and last month was prohibiting the bay doors from facing any adjoining residential parcels. So that clarifies the ordinance from adjacent to adjoining. So it sort of specifies what residential uses bay doors can't face, and then also keeps the language about the orientation of the bay doors, whichever way works the best in the entrance corridors section. And then also it keeps that language that the zoning administrator can require additional screening to provide additional buffering between any adjacent parcels and the car wash use or vehicle sales and service use. So those are the main changes for what changed between this month and last month, and then also what stayed the same. Staff is recommending approval of the ordinance, and then happy to answer any additional questions you might have. And the applicant is here tonight as well.
Any questions for staff?
No.
No questions for staff. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Would the applicant like to speak? Do you have anything to add from last time?
Sure.
We liked you so much we made you come back.
That's right. Seth Roderick with Monteverde Engineering and Design Studio representing the applicant. Nothing more to add, just want to issue a statement of appreciation. This is how the system really, works well, is that when we were able to work with staff, came up with language, we felt that it was solid. We heard some concerns, feedback, took the time, worked very quickly with staff. I think within 24 hours we had an amended language that we feel is very strong and reinforcing against those concerns that were presented last time. What you have in front of you now, I think, is just a very, very tight section of language that gives that additional protection and direction. So we thank you for your consideration. Any questions, happy to answer, of course.
Any questions for the applicant? Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming back. All right, I'm going to close the public hearing for amendments to City Code Chapter 98, zoning ordinance, Article 4.4.10, vehicle sales and service, Article 4.6.7, car wash, change the orientation requirements. Excuse me, for service bay doors openings. That's why I need that Chick-fil-A cup. So all right, do we have any further discussion that we,
I'm not sure you actually opened the public hearing.
we're going to open the public hearing
Okay.
for amendments as previously listed. Is there anyone here to speak?
There's none.
All right, now I'm going to close the public hearing as previously listed. Having closed the public hearing, is there any do we have any discussion about this?
No.
All right, then do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the amendments to City Code, Chapter 98 zoning ordinance, Article 4.4.10 vehicle sales and services, and Article 4.6.7 car washes to change the orientation requirements for service bay doors / openings.
All right, we don't need to have a roll call, but we can just have a.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not unless you don't have to have the roll
Alright.
call vote, just.
All right, we got a motion on the floor. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. All right. Next on the agenda, we have review of minor subdivision and final subdivision plats approved since March 8th, 2025.
Okay, I've got a couple of these for you this evening to run through. So the first is the Ivy Commons subdivision. It's Phase 2A. And it's actually this area located at the rear of the subdivision, north of the second portion of Claybrook. This is an overview of the plat. It's about 35 lots in total in this particular section of the subdivision. Single family detached.
Did you say attached?
Or excuse me, detached. Yeah, excuse me. Second subdivision I have is a final plat for the Summit Towns Phase 1. This is the one that's located across from the Food Lion and storage. Their Phase 1 is approximately half the subdivision. It's got this funny little jagged line here, and will consist mainly of the units along Hopeman. So there was 88 lots in this first phase out of the 163 lots total. And the plat moves from left to right and then up. So you're kind of walking across the frontage of Hopeman. The next plat I have for you is a minor subdivision plat. This is for 1087 14th Street. And this was basically a reorientation of the lots. There were, can't really see it, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 narrow lots, and they dissolved the lot lines and made 2 lots out of it. So that there's the apartment building is on this lot, and then this is a second buildable lot that they created by doing that. Next one I have for you is a lot line adjustment, minor subdivision plat for 1416 and 1430 Peach Street. There's 2 parcels there. And in this case, what they did was they took the rear portion of the property that the existing house is located on and added it to the adjacent parcel.
Does that change the density?
It changes the density a little bit. The original parcel was 1.988 acres, and the new parcel is 2.399 acres. So it does increase the allowable density a little bit just because the parcel got a little larger.
Is that's not the one Peach that we had the common road out
That this is the
That's
lot.
that parcel?
Yes, that is that parcel.
Yeah, that's fine.
The next one, and this is the final one I have for you this evening, is 920 Shenandoah Village Avenue, or Drive. I got that wrong, didn't I? It's Drive. Excuse me. This was a lot line adjustment to, basically in this aerial, the lot lines sort of crisscross the parking lots on these 3 lots. There's 3 lots here. You really can't see the lot lines, but there's 3 lots here, and the lot lines went across the parking lot. And what this plat did was clean that up, and so the lot lines follow the parking lots rather than crisscross them. And that is all I have for you this evening.
Excellent, thank you. Next, we have public comment period for items not on the agenda. Seeing that there are no members of the public present, we're gonna keep it rolling. Matters from staff.
I do not have anything for you this evening.
All right, commissioners' correspondence and communication.
I have none.
Anybody have anything?
Nope.
All right, do we have a motion?
I make the motion that we adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, Kate.
That's all right. Don't worry.